Give me a minute here. Just gotta open my yogurt up. Alright. Hold on. Just give me 1 minute. Should have ate this before, but yeah. Anyways. God of War 3 review. I'm not done the game yet, so yeah. I'm not doing a review. I'm like halfway done it. But in order to like do a review on a game, you don't have to fully finish the game. Especially if it's an online game, which this is not online. But yeah, this and Killzone 2 was pretty much the reasons why I bought the PS3. Like, I bought the Xbox 360 before, but the reason why I really wanted the PS3 before all the other great games came out was because of this and Killzone 2. And now Killzone 3 is coming out, so, I mean, yeah, and all other games are awesome, Uncharted 2. So the PS3 is just awesome. So this is one reason, like my friend. I tell him to get a PS3, but he's like, I only want God of War. I'm like, alright, that's one good reason to buy a PS3 because God of War 3. And yeah, this game is amazing. Like, everyone said, there hasn't been one single bad review about it. It's way gorier. I mean, I know the God of War games are gory. I knew this game was gory just from the demo, but once you really get into it, it's really brutal. Especially when you fight Hades, when you fight Poseidon's pretty cool. All the boss fights are really awesome. I think Hades is my favorite so far. I think I'm at, what's that guy's name? So where you climb up his arm. I don't remember his name, but you climb up his arm, you take his nail off. I'm like an hour after that. But yeah, it's a really good game. Campaign is about like, I think 8 to 10 hours long. So it's a little shorter than the other God of Wars, but not by a lot. Kratos is awesome is because when you kill somebody, the blood actually goes on you, so it stays on you for like a few minutes and it wears off later. The graphics out of 10, if I had to give a rating, it's kind of hard because the graphics look really nice, but in some places they look, you know, alright. But most of the time, I think it's like pretty good. The frame rate's pretty good. So, out of 10, I'd give probably graphics and either a 9 or 9.5. Probably around a 9. People say this looks better than Uncharted 2. I think that's bullshit. Maybe I don't know. Uncharted 2 is still the best looking game. When Killzone 3 comes out, we'll see. But yeah, I give the graphics a 9 out of 10. But overall, if I had to give this a rating, I'm not giving it a 10, but I'm giving it a 9.5. Just because it's only on like single player game. But as far as like a campaign goes and everything, it'd be a 10 obviously. But overall, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Why not? The only games I've ever gave it a 10 out of 10 on a PS3 is Uncharted 2. This is another 10 right here. You can't really give anything lower in my opinion than that because it's pretty much a perfect game. And there's also like a arcade kind of mode that you get after you beat the game. There's some special features like making God of War. I didn't get the limited edition because I didn't have money back then. I got a new job, so I'm basically like buying a load of shit a ton of games. And I'm gonna get Dante's Inferno pretty soon after I beat this because it's pretty much the same kind of game. Because once God of War 3 ends, there's always Dante's Inferno you can buy, so that's pretty cool. But overall, the campaign is so far it's been really good, I have to say. And yeah, that's how it looks like. I'm guessing there's probably artwork in the US versions of the cases, but because you know I live in Canada and they fuck you over for some reason with no artwork. So I'm not sure why. I really don't know. Kind of pisses me off, but whatever. And then, yeah, there's new moves you can do, new combos obviously. He has new powers like a tornado thing. Like pretty much all new powers. There's not much big of a difference. If you heard me say this before in my other videos, I said that God of War 3 is not really a big step up from the last ones. The only thing that's like a big step up is the graphics obviously. But I kind of have that same opinion still. The only difference is there's new stuff you can do like combos and specials. That's really about it. Other than that, it's like God of War 2 but in better graphics. Which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not much of a difference. But it's more gorier, more fun, etc, etc. But yeah, overall 10 out of 10. Great game. If you haven't played it yet, play the demo at least. Fuck, it's amazing. And one thing I like to say about the game is there is some like nudity. So some people don't even know about this, but in the last two God of Wars there was nudity too. But there's actually a sex scene in here. You have an option of doing it. You get a trophy. I did it because I wanted the trophy obviously too, and it kind of looked kind of cool too. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, yeah, it's a good game. It's not for kids. I don't know how many times I have to say that. It's not for kids. If you have a kid that's like 10 years old, you shouldn't be playing this. I played the first God of War when I was like, I don't know, 15 or 14. I remember me going with my mom, and the guy's like, yeah, you know this is rated M, right? And he should have seen the look on his face. Like, he used to talk, like, looking at my mom like she's fucking stupid or something. Just she used to let me buy the game. But I don't think people should really care. I mean, they're getting money for it, so And plus, it's not the first two God of Wars are pretty gory too. But I have to admit, this is fucking brutal. If you're really keen on like games that are gory and stuff, get a barf bag ready. I'm not even joking. It's brutal. Like I don't mean to spoil some shit, but there's one part in the game where let's just example, you take a guy's leg, you take a knife, he's hanging him up, and you freaking gut him in the stomach and shit. Take his leg off. It's just freaking brutal. There's too much brutal shit in this game. I'm surprised it's not rated A for adults, because usually when there's nudity and sex, it's automatically rated A. And well, not true. Grand Theft Auto wasn't rated A, but they didn't really show that. They kind of show it as far as the nudity goes. But there's a lot of gore. I guess if there's more swearing in this game, since this is in the Greek mythology time, and they didn't really have swears back then, so I guess that's right. That's probably why. But if there was a lot of swears, it's totally be rated A. Yeah, but overall, anyways, graphics 9 out of 10. Campaign, if I had to rate the campaign so far, I guess pretty much everything's a 9. But overall, if I had to give their actual rating, it'd be a 10 out of 10.